सुप्रीम कोर्ट से भी राज्य सरकार को झटका लगा है। गरीब, दलित, वंचित, आदिवासी परिवार की बहनों बेटियों के साथ टीएमसी के नेता जगह जगह अत्याचार कर रहे हैं, लेकिन टीएमसी सरकार को अपने अत्याचारी नेता पर भरोसा है, बांग्ला बहन बेटियों पर भरोसा नहीं है। इस व्यवहार से बंगाल की महिलाएं, देश की महिलाएं आक्रोश में है। नारी शक्ति के आक्रोश का ये ज्वार संदेशखाली तक ही सीमित नहीं रहने वाला, संपूर्ण बांग्लाते संदेशखालीर जड़ उठबे। मैं देख रहा हूं कि टीएमसी के माफिया राज को ध्वस्त करने के लिए बंगाल की नारी शक्ति निकल चुकी है। संदेशखाली ने दिखाया है कि पश्चिम बंगाल की बहन बेटियों की बुलंद आवाज सिर्फ और सिर्फ भाजपा ही है।
For more on this story, let's now go across to Brijesh Pandey, who joins us live. Brijesh, the Prime Minister meeting some women from Sandeshkhali obviously is very high on symbolism, and even in that rally he launched that scathing attack on the Trinamool, saying the state government is directly responsible.
Neha, the Prime Minister has met women from Sandeshkhali, and they have told Prime Minister about the kind of sufferings they had received at the hands of Sheikh Shah Jahan and his goon, and how the district administration was completely at the beck and call of Sheikh Shah Jahan, and their attempt to reach out to the administration never materialized in any kind of help. What it led was, instead what happened was that whenever they would approach the administration, there would be a backlash from those goons. And if you go by the tone and tenor of Prime Minister's speech at Barasat, it's very clear that the BJP is going to make or has already made this the biggest political campaign as far as the state of West Bengal is concerned. There are several battles also being fought parallelly. Neha, the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate have approached the Kolkata High Court saying that there should be a contempt moved against the local police for not handing over Sheikh Shah Jahan despite clear instruction from the Kolkata High Court. The CBI has also filed 3 separate FIRs relating to attack on ED team which went to investigate Sheikh Shah Jahan's role in a particular scam. So there's a lot of political as well as legal battle which is underplay right now as we speak over Sandeshkhali, and it is very clear, if you go by what the Prime Minister said, that the BJP is going to further intensify what happened in Sandeshkhali and the silence of Mamata Banerjee government over this particular issue, and will try to take it to all the nooks and corners of West Bengal. Neha?
And, obviously, apart from the fact that the BJP and the Prime Minister, no less, have trained their guns on the government of West Bengal over this issue of Sandeshkhali, clearly Mamata Banerjee's silence in this matter is not helping, Brijesh.
Well, more than silence, I would say, the strategy or the stand which has been taken by the government, state government, is baffling to say the least. Once the first list of BJP was announced, there was a lot of talk about, there was a lot of, pressure by Trinamool Congress and other women organizations, when they said that the singer which was given ticket, he has sung some really bad songs which are not good in taste, and how they demean women from Bengal, forcing the candidate to withdraw his candidature. It looked like, that they have come up some sort of trumps against the narration of Sandeshkhali. But yesterday, when the Kolkata High Court ordered handing over of Sheikh Shah Jahan to the CBI over a couple of matters which are being investigated both by CBI as well as attack on Enforcement Directorate, the reluctance of the state CID on their part to hand over Sheikh Shah Jahan is further muddying the water, thereby giving an impression that the state is indeed trying to protect Sheikh Shah Jahan, and this lends credence to the accusations which is being levelled by the Bharatiya Janata Party that basically Sheikh Shah Jahan is nothing but a stooge of Mamata Banerjee, and the only reason he is surviving to tell the tale is because he has been given a complete protection by the state administration. And this is the reason why if anybody would have approached against him, he would have met with with attacks by the goons immediately after the complaints were made. So it is strengthening the narrative of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Right, wrong, I don't know, but it is definitely strengthening the narrative of Bharatiya Janata Party that the government is trying to protect Sheikh Shah Jahan. Yeah.
And certainly, that is not something that is going to help Mamata Banerjee or her party in the upcoming elections, given that the BJP has decided that this is an issue that they are going to rake up repeatedly in the run-up to the Lok Sabha polls. We'll come back to you, Brijesh, in a moment. But before that, let's listen in to some more reactions.
State police is completely biased. उसको गिरफ्तार होने नहीं दे रही. They are not handing him over. और सीबीआई की जो उन्होंने ऑर्डर किया कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन सीबीआई को दी जा रही है, उसके खिलाफ who is appealing to the Supreme Court? this is a very interesting question. Normally जो rapist होता है और जिसके खिलाफ ये होता है, he tries to go up. No, it's not that person who's appealing. It's the state government which is coming to the Supreme Court. ये मैं पहली बार I'm coming across a case like this. And they're appearing to sue what? कि a man who, according to information in the public domain, सबको पता है इसने क्या किया वहां पे, कि उसको प्रोटेक्टिव कवर मिले. देखिए, मैं और ज्यादा नहीं कहना चाहता हूं. उनके जो बिहाफ पे वकील counsel appear कर रहे हैं, I will stick to the position that he's appearing on behalf of the state government, but appearing for this person. I'm not going to talk about his political affiliation, कौन सी पार्टी के लीडर हैं, etc. मैं उसमें नहीं पढ़ना चाहता हूं. But कुछ इंसानियत भी होती है. And a situation where women have agitated. ED officers have gone there again. So it's not only a complete breakdown in the law and order situation, but उनकी जो वैल्यू सिस्टम है, और ऐसे आदमी को स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कह रही है इसको मत ले जाइए. अभी सुप्रीम कोर्ट में क्या हुआ, व्हाट आई हैव सीन अवेलेबल इन द पब्लिक डोमेन, कि द मैटर वाज केम अप बिफोर जस्टिस संजीव खन्ना. उन्होंने तो ही सेड दैट इट शुड बी लिस्टेड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द चीफ फ्रॉम व्हाट एवर आई हैव सीन इन टर्म्स ऑफ लेटेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन, और वहां पे अर्जेंट लिस्टिंग के लिए बोला गया है. But at this stage also, I think it is a matter of great shame and highly condemnable that a state government allows this kind of an incident to take place. Then for 55 days, they don't allow him to be arrested. And then when he is produced, he comes there before the court, as he was saying, and still not handing him over. And investigation should not go to a central agency.
Okay, let's go back to Brijesh at this point. Brijesh, of course, those are very serious allegations, not just against this man, but actually against the Trinamool government itself. The fact that something like this was allowed to happen under the nose of Mamata Banerjee. For a long time, we know that he managed to evade the law. He was finally arrested, and now they're refusing to hand him over to the CBI. Fact of the matter is that with a woman chief minister at the helm of affairs in that state, it does, reflect very poorly on the Trinamool and the manner in which the party and the government have handled this entire case.
Well, Neha, right and wrong is one thing. But the fact of the matter is that during election season, how can you allow yourself to fall prey to a narrative which is being propagated by your rival. You know, the BJP, the Trinamool Congress is doing exactly what the BJP is alleging. You know, when the BJP says that, you know, he was in police custody or rather police protection, and if you look at the body language of Sheikh Shah Jahan, you know, when he was produced in the court, I mean, you know, you and I have covered, you know, courts and police for a long time to understand that, you know, when an accused who has been arrested or he has fled for his life or, you know, for his safety, his demeanor is completely different from the arrogant demeanor which was visible on Sheikh Shah Jahan's face and his body language when he was produced before the court, leading the BJP to you know, forcing the BJP to say that, you know, he was basically under police protection, has not been arrested. Simultaneously, you know, when the BJP alleges that Sheikh Shah Jahan is giving protection by the state leadership, you know, you have arrested him, you have diffused a kind of diffused a particular scenario. Why would you want to fall prey again to the narration by saying that no, your CID saying no, we will not hand over Sheikh Shah Jahan because we have our own investigations to carry out. So it is, you know, it is very perplexing the way you know, Trinamool Congress government is going ahead as far as Sheikh Shah Jahan and this Sandeshkhali case is concerned, because, you know, you cannot defend it. It's like defending the indefensible. If you cannot defend it, at least don't be seen siding with a perpetrator of such heinous crime. But it looks like, you know, the state government is hell-bent on helping the BJP's narrative rather than effectively countering it. Yeah.
Absolutely, this is indefensible. And, you know, it's very clear, Brijesh, that the BJP is setting the narrative and setting the agenda for the upcoming elections in Bengal. The Trinamool is on the defensive and not only is clueless, but has handled this matter so poorly. Now, given the fact that the BJP is holding press conferences on a daily basis, raking up this issue, and now no less than the Prime Minister himself has talked about Sandeshkhali, meeting some women from there. The question is, how much could this hurt the Trinamool in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections? We heard the Prime Minister there saying the women of Bengal must teach the Trinamool a lesson, and the BJP has been giving the Trinamool a run for its money in Bengal, emerging not just as the principal opposition party, but doing rather well in the last Lok Sabha polls.
Well, you know, Neha, if you look at the fact that, you know, the Prime Minister, just the second the Prime Minister, you know, finished his speech, within some time, you know, we saw Hardeep Puri, who's a senior cabinet minister, holding fort in the BJP national headquarters. This gives a very clear indication of how BJP is going to utilize Sandeshkhali issue in the upcoming general election. The fact of the matter is that this is an issue, rather I would say that this is the issue for the BJP as far as elections in West Bengal is concerned, and they will go all guns blazing. I wouldn't be surprised to see Prime Minister trying to make maximum or several visits to West Bengal to further buttress home the point that women in West Bengal are not safe, and ironically under a women chief minister. So, you know, because the BJP also believes that, you know, out of 42 seats, they have won 18 seats last time. So, you know, for the states, most of the North Indian states, you know, they have already reached at the apogee of a number of seats to be won. It is a big playing ground as far as the BJP is concerned in the 2024 general election. I think BJP will go all guns blazing to maximize the return as far as Lok Sabha elections is concerned.
Right. And, you know, while this is not a state election, this is a Lok Sabha election. As you mentioned, the BJP did manage to win 18 of the 42 seats last time around. They're obviously hoping to improve their tally this time. You know, but there are those who are now saying, while this is not the first time that Mamata Banerjee's government has been accused of, you know, being responsible for a breakdown of law and order in the state, but this is a very serious matter. We're talking about very serious sexual crimes that this man has been accused of, and the government has been accused of shielding him. You know, there are some who are saying, could this really prove to be a Waterloo moment for Mamata Banerjee or a Nandigram moment for her?
Well, you know, I won't call it a Nandigram moment for Mamata Banerjee, but what I can say for sure is that the way BJP is going about it, I think they will reap some good, you know, electoral reward for the kind of persistent campaign they have done. Had this been assembly election, I would have said that, I agree with an analyst, I agree with, people who are there working on the ground, that this might not dent Mamata Banerjee to that level. But Lok Sabha is a completely different beast. And if you look at the fact that that this has already, because it was, not only about sexual abuse, it was also about land grabbing. It was also about, what shocked people most was the brazenness with which this was carried out. And, it was like as if you have been thrown into some, you are watching some horror movies where, women would be picked at somebody's mercy, and they'd be kept there at the local party headquarters and raped or sexually assaulted for days at end. I mean, it's a mind-boggling, horrifying stories which are coming out of it. And, instead of reaching out to the women, the response has been of Trinamool Congress has been combative. Now, you understand when your response is combative against a political narrative, but when it comes to such, such stories which shocks you down, this combat approach doesn't work that much. And till now, the response of Trinamool Congress has been extremely combative, right from saying that this is an RSS gada and this is the reason why those women are not showing their faces and all. This doesn't, go down well with the public at large, saying that, you have become too arrogant to see the sufferings of common man on the ground. And it also gives credence. It also, sends a signal that there's somehow, the person who's the perpetrator is on your side. Somehow, you are helping it. Had it not been the case, you would have launched an effective crackdown on him, arrested him on day one, which never happened.